Hi. Now, you probably have heard lots of rumors about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. In the midst of the rumors, you are still wondering how exactly will this airport benefit you? Yes, you watching this, Lagosians and Nigerians at large. Then, this video is for you because on this video today, you are about to discover 10 facts that nobody ever told you about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. And in the midst of that, you will also be getting a bonus point when you watch this video from the very beginning to the end. Keep watching. I will be right back. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Peter Side, your favorite real estate broker and investment expert right here in the city of Lagos. I'm excited to have you again on my platform. If you are visiting for the very first time, you are welcome. And if you are returning as a subscriber, I'm always excited to have you here. Please do well to click the subscribe and notification button for free so you can always get interesting updates on this very platform. And so we'll go straight to the business of the day. In this video, like I mentioned earlier, I will be unveiling to you 10 facts that nobody ever mentioned to you about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. But before I do that, let me give you a brief insight on the making of this very project. The first story for the construction of the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport first came to limelight in 2011 when the Vanguard newspaper, a major national daily in Nigeria, reported on November 11, 2011 with the caption Stanbic IBTC to partner Lagos State Government on Lekki-Epe Airport. This was the very major story about this Lekki-Epe International Airport. The same newspaper on July 2nd, 2013 reported the takeoff of the construction of the Lekki-Epe Airport with the clearing of the runway alongside the Lekki Deep Seaport, which is another major project embarked upon by the state government. However, on May 8, 2015, the same newspaper reported a setback in the construction of the Lekki-Epe International Airport, which it traced to the issue of lack of funding for the project. He went on to mention that it is going to be one of the monumental uncompleted projects that the then governor-elect Ambode was going to inherit his predecessor. And talking about Babatunde Fashola. Fast forward 2019, another report came in that the airport was yet to be opened due to issue of funding. And it was therefore more of a relief when the story of the approval for the construction of the Lekki-Epe International Airport was finalized by the handover of the relevant document by the federal government to the Lagos State Government during an event that held in the year 2022. Let me pause here now to bring you a recap of that very historic moment. Keep watching. I will be right back.
The Lagos State Government has formally received the letter of approval for the construction of the Lekki Airport. Minister of Aviation, Mr. Hadi Sirika, made presentation to the Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, at this year's Lagos Economic Summit, tagged Enyigbeti 2022. Blessed Omonose tells us more.
Top on the agenda is the construction of the Lekki International Airport. The Minister of Aviation, Mr. Hadi Sirika, is here with some cheering news as he presents a formal approval to Governor Sanwo-Olu. The minister believes that the best way Lagos can be linked to the rest of the world is through infrastructure and civil aviation.
You'll agree with me that Murtala Mohammed is so congested and of course far away from center of action at the moment because there's a new Lagos. You have the Eco-Atlantic, you have the Lekki Free Zone, you have the all the way to Epe access of all of these happenings here. So Lagos needs yesterday this airport, and we're more than happy to have them have it. We will of course get our agencies to supervise and ensure that it's done very well with the signature of Lagos on its own.
You can see a real partnership with the federal government through the Ministry of Aviation, but the real beneficiaries are the citizens. You know, this infrastructure will reduce journey time, will make Lagos, easily and better accessible, and people can make better, local and international business decisions given all the investment that have happened, in that area.
So that was the clip where the certificate of approval was issued by the Minister of Aviation to the Lagos State Government. Now, having given you a rundown of the journey so far about the Lekki-Epe International Airport, here are the 10 facts that you need to note about this very project. First, that the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be sited at a place known as Elerangbe that is situated in Ibeju Lekki, and it will stretch downward to some communities in the Epe axis of Lagos. What this means is that the airport will be sited or located in communities that cut across Ibeju Lekki and Epe, and this is part of the reason why the airport is known as Lekki-Epe International Airport. What this means is that the host communities to the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport will be located at Ibeju Lekki and Epe, where of course we have the major projects such as Alaro City. So that is where the airport will be located. The second fact about the proposed airport that you probably didn't know until today is that it will be the first indigenous airport to be built in Lagos, Nigeria. What that means is that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport will be the first airport to be fully built by Nigerians, an extension by the Lagos state government. This is because a lot of people actually don't know or probably do not know that the Murtala Mohammed Airport was not originally built by the Nigerian government. Oh yes, the Murtala Mohammed Airport was originally built during the Second World War by the British government, making it one of the facilities the Nigerian government inherited from the colonial masters. The Murtala Mohammed Airport was built during the Second World War as the major base of the then West African Airways Corporation, which was formed in 1947 and had its main base in Ikeja.
Now, the airport was later renamed Murtala Mohammed International Airport in the early 70s after a new international terminal was actually constructed by the federal government. I will take you down memory lane now by giving you a short clip of the event where the then head of state, General Murtala Mohammed, officially commissioned the new runway for that very airport. But the point here remains, don't forget that the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be the first airport to be built by Nigerians in Lagos, and also the first to be built by the Lagos state government. Take a look at the video. I will be right back. Keep watching.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure and honor in declaring this airport formally opening for the greater progress of Nigeria, closer understanding between mankind, and greater glory of God. Thank you very much.
The third fact about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport that you need to note is that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport is a product of public-private partnership. What this simply means is that Lagos state government is partnering with private investors to construct this very airport, and that is why upon completion this airport will be managed by private investors for a particular number of years, after which it will be handed over to the Lagos state government. That is the basis of the public-private partnership, otherwise known as PPP. And so the third fact that you need to note about the proposed airport is that it is a product of public-private partnership between the Lagos state government and private investors in the state. Don't also forget that as of 2011, over 33 private investors within and outside Nigeria actually indicated interest for the construction of this very airport. Popular brands such as Julius Berger Nigeria, NATCO, Arab Contractors, just to mention but a few, actually indicated interest in constructing this very airport. And so that is the third fact that you probably didn't know about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. Keep watching as I bring you more. Now, the fourth fact about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport that you need to note in this video today is that the airport will be accessed through three major routes. Oh yes, the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport will be accessed through three major routes. One of them is the Lekki-Epe Expressway that is currently being expanded
particularly the Eleko to Ekpeti junction. But of course, it's a 18-kilometer expressway that is already fully completed, fully tied with street lighting, and the road, as I speak, is being demarcated. So that will be one of the major routes through which the airport will be accessed. Don't forget that as of last year, the Lagos state government started an expansion of that very expressway 40 years after it was built. And as we speak, construction is also ongoing from the Eleko to Etiosa axis of that very Lekki-Epe expressway. All of this is in preparation for the Lekki-Epe International Airport. That is one route through which the airport will be accessed. The other route through which the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be accessed is the Coastal Road Project. Oh yes, there is also the Coastal Road Project, which before that is the original access point or entry point from if you are coming from mainland into the island. Though that very road was abandoned, for some years, however, as we speak, it is also being worked on. That is the second route through which the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be accessed upon completion. The third route through which the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be accessed is the Fourth Mainland Bridge. We're going to have the Fourth Mainland Bridge. As of December, the Lagos state government announced a preferred bidder for the construction of the Fourth Mainland Bridge, which of course is going to begin from the Abramadesaya axis of Aja down to Ikoro. The point here is that the Fourth Mainland Bridge is also one of the three major routes through which the airport will be accessed. Of course, if you are living in Ekpe and all of that, there are other routes also through which you can access the airport. But these are the three major routes through which the airport will be accessed. Right behind the Lekki-Epe Expressway, there is also another route, airport access route. But the Lekki-Epe Expressway will also serve as one of the routes through which this airport will be accessed. The fifth fact about the Lekki-Epe International Airport is that the entire airport infrastructure will be sited on a total of 3,500 hectares of land. That is massive. Oh yes, and out of that 3,500 hectares of land, about 150 hectares of land will serve for the runway. What that means is that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport will be sited on a 3,500 hectares of land that, like I mentioned earlier, is located between Ibeju Lekki and Epe axis of Lagos. Out of that 500 hectares, 150 hectares of land would be used for the runway of that very airport. Now, you are probably wondering, how much will it cost to build this airport? By virtue of projection and all of the research and document that is available so far, the sixth fact you need to note about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport is that the first phase for the construction of that airport is estimated to cost about $900 million. Yes, the first phase of the project, talking about the Lekki-Epe International Airport, will cost as much as $900 million. That is the sixth fact you need to note about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. The seventh fact about the airport you need to note is that it is designed for a capacity of about 2 to 5 million passengers per annum. What that means is that the airport is being designed to cater between 2 million to 5 million passengers in a year. And of course, considering the level of economic activities that is going to take place within the Lekki-Epe corridor, you can be rest assured that that will be a huge boost that will enhance movement of human goods and services within and outside Lagos, Nigeria. The eighth fact about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport is that the airport will have a 4.5 kilometer of the access route and a 9 kilometer of the perimeter route. All of this is to ensure that commuters have easy access within and outside the airport. The ninth fact about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport you need to note is that a scalable airport that will be designed to cater for the Airbus 380, making it a Code F compliant airport. What that means, of course, is that the airport is designed to cater for Airbus 380, one of the biggest, of course, airline in the world. Not forgetting the fact that it is a cargo international airport that will go a long way to cater for the transportation needs, yes, especially air transportation needs for investors or for Lagosians and Nigerians at large. So that is the ninth fact you need to note about the proposed Lekki International Airport, is that it will be a scalable airport that will be designed to cater for Airbus 380. Number 10 facts about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport you need to note is that this airport is being built to complement other critical infrastructures along the Lekki-Epe corridors, such as the Lekki Deep Sea Port that is already completed, the Fourth Mainland Bridge which I mentioned earlier, the Lekki-Epe Expressway that is being expanded, the Coastal Road project, the Blue Light Rail, among many others. All of this is to enhance economic growth and prosperity of the area. And so this brings me to the bonus point which I mentioned to you earlier that I will be giving you if you watch this video from the very beginning to the end. And so now that you are here, let me keep to my word. Now, like I mentioned, you probably have been asking, how will this airport benefit me as an individual? Yes, how will it be of benefit to me, to Lagosians and Nigerians at large? That is the bonus point I will be giving you in this video. And that is very simple. By virtue of the construction of Lekki-Epe International Airport, it's going to boost economic activity. It's going to make for easy movement of goods and services. Oh yes, the airport will make it possible for people to move within and outside Lagos, because currently as we speak, we only have one airport in the whole of Lagos. And you can imagine a city with a population of over 22 million persons living in the city. We only our Murtala Muhammed International Airport right at Ikeja. But with the coming of the Lekki-Epe International Airport, it's going to make for easy movement of goods and services. What that means is that more people will come into the city, and people can easily move around within and outside Lagos. And of course, that will attract lots of investors into the state. And you know what that means. This is also one of the reasons why investment experts has predicted that Lekki-Epe is the future economic epicenter of the West African sub-region. Don't also forget that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport is located about 10 kilometers from the Lekki Free Trade Zone. You may know that the Lekki Free Trade Zone is a destination where you have over $20 multi-million investments. Oh yes, that is where we have investments such as the Lekki Free Trade, the Dangote Fertilizer Company, which is already in operation, Dangote Petrochemical Refinery that is already ready and about commencing operation. You also have other major investments like the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the Kellogg Group, the power oil industry, and many more. And of course, you have the very close to it. Also, we have the Alaro City, where we have the Alaro Boulevard. So all of this, the point is this, to answer your question, is that the Lekki-Epe International Airport is going to promote economic growth, because it's going to make for easy movement of human goods and services within and outside Lagos. And you know that when it comes to economic growth, infrastructure, particularly transportation infrastructure, is key for economic growth. And when you have projects such as you have the Lekki-Epe International Airport, you have the Fourth Mainland Bridge, you have the Lekki-Epe Expressway that is being expanded, and you have the Coastal Road project. All of this put together is certainly going to make for easy movement, goods and services, which is needed for economic growth and prosperity in every society. Having said all of this, if you are yet to acquire pieces of properties within the Lekki-Epe corridor, now could be the best time for you to do so. And if you are ready to take that bold step, all you need to do is to call the number that is showing on your screen or send a WhatsApp message. With that, I will gladly guide you to owning a property in Lekki-Epe axis of Lagos in preparation of the big harvest that is upcoming in this zone. And so this is where I draw the curtain today. I hope you found value in this video. So far, we have looked at the 10 facts. Yes, 10 facts about the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport. Where number 1, I mentioned to you that the airport will be located in a place known as Elarangbe in Ibeju Lekki-Epe communities of Lagos State. Secondly, I mentioned to you that the Lekki-Epe International Airport will be the first indigenous airport. Yes, the first airport to be constructed by Nigerians and the Lagos State government. Reason being that the Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Ikeja, one of the facilities we inherited from the British government, having been built during the Second World War and served as a base for the West African Air Force. Thirdly, I mentioned to you that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport is also a byproduct of public-private partnership, otherwise known as PPP, between the Lagos State government and private investors in the state. Fourthly, I also mentioned to you that the proposed Lekki-Epe International Airport will be accessed through three major routes: the Fourth Mainland Bridge, the Lekki-Epe Expressway, as well as the Coastal Road Project. The fifth fact I mentioned to you about the proposed airport is that it will be sited on a total of 3,500 hectares of land, out of which 150 hectares will serve as the runway. The fifth fact I shared with you about the Lekki-Epe International Airport is that it will cost a total of 900 million naira for the first phase of the project. The seventh fact I mentioned to you about the Lekki-Epe International Airport is that the airport is designed to cater for between 2 million to 5 million passengers annually. The eighth fact I mentioned to you about the Lekki-Epe International Airport is that it will have a 4.5 kilometer access road and a 9 kilometer of perimeter road. I also mentioned to you that the Lekki-Epe International Airport is a scalable airport that is designed to cater for the Airbus 380, one of the biggest airlines in the world. I also mentioned to you that the Lekki-Epe International Airport is being constructed to complement other critical infrastructures within the Lekki-Epe axis of Lagos, such as the Fourth Mainland Bridge, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, among many others. And so this is the much I got for you for this week edition of Rivers Guide. It's always a pleasure to bring you the best information to guide your real estate investment decision. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell for free so you can always get interesting updates for free on this platform. And my name is brightsideconsultingltd, your favorite real estate broker right here in the city of Lagos. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.